Chris Broussard, who I did actively recruit via texting and sliding into your DMs, if that's what they call it. And we're damn glad we have him. Okay.
I was very flattered, too, when you recruited me.
Heck yeah. You and Skip, man, Chris Carter, I was all over that DM thing. Okay, so here we go. A couple days ago, I said, I don't like this diss track thing. Maybe it's generational. I'm an old guy. Yesterday's story comes out. Lakers said, we don't like this stuff either. Are you surprised? I'm not, but are you surprised a little bit that Magic and Pelinka, didn't like the imagery of it?
No, because, and they did the right thing, it went too far. Lonzo went too far. Look, these guys, Kuzma was on my podcast a month ago, said they're good friends, said Lonzo's his best friend on the team. And we've watched them on social media go back and forth at one another all year. It seemed like it was fun-loving and jovial and all that. Then Kuzma dissed Lonzo on the Bleacher Report.
Yeah.
And some people say Lonzo really didn't like he felt that was going a little too far. And then he came with the diss track that I was fine with because the content, for the most part, was the same as Kuzma putting his thing on Bleacher Report. But the one line about you don't know who your father is.
I don't like that.
That was way too far. And even if Kuzma laughs it off, I think inside that stings, number one. And it can even make you question, or worse, whether or not this guy's really my friend or I want to be friends with him. Like, that's the type of statement, especially publicly or just period, privately too, that could ruin a relationship.
Absolutely.
I hope it hasn't done that. And certainly if it has, then you have a real problem.
Hey, LeVar Ball came on the show the other day, and the most newsworthy thing he said was, they ain't as tight as you guys in the media portray. If Magic had to make a choice, who goes, who stays?
Well, if I'm getting LeBron James, then I'd rather have Kyle Kuzma stay because Kyle Kuzma obviously is a better shooter. And LeBron can handle the ball. I wouldn't need Lonzo as much. If LeBron's not in the picture, they're both really – Kuzma's really good.
Yeah.
Lonzo might have more upside. He probably has greater upside.
Yeah.
Obviously, there's a lot that comes with him, to say the least. So it would be a tough choice if LeBron's not involved. Here's the thing with LeBron James, because it is a legitimate question that does this circus-like atmosphere that the Lakers have and this immaturity that we see with them deter him from maybe coming here. Here's what I say. If LeBron James wants to go somewhere, no thing or nobody is going to stop him, okay? He obviously didn't care for Dan Gilbert 4 years ago, right, especially. And after the letter and all the insults Gilbert threw his way, but he wanted to go back to Northeast Ohio, so he didn't let Gilbert deter him. David Blatt was hired as coach before LeBron went to Cleveland. And if it had been up to LeBron James, he would have wanted a Mark Jackson or even a Jeff Van Gundy, okay? And the Cavs knew that and hired Blatt. But LeBron wanted to go back to the Cavs, so he didn't let that deter him. But what happened, once he gets in there, eventually changes are made. So even if LeBron's looking at the Lakers like, man, this is ridiculous. These young boys are crazy. I can't win with them. That's still, if he wants to go to the Lakers, I don't think that would stop him, but changes would be made at some point if he didn't think he could win with him.
So I'm reading this story where if offered the max deal, Chris Paul would likely stay in Houston. Okay, fine. But I think something is lost here. The last two dynasties we've had, Miami, Bosh, LeBron, and Wade took a little less to make it work. The dynasty, they got Clay and Steph at a discount. One because of an injury, one because of where he was drafted. Draymond Green, also a discount. You start banging together two max players, two supermax. I look at Chris Paul. I've loved him forever. Okay, I for the last 5 years, I've gotten more hate mail on my Chris Paul love than any player. Come on, Colin, he's not a winner. And I like him, but Chris, he can't stay healthy. I don't want to pay him $46 large in 4 years. I think Houston's trapped.
Well, I said this, I think I may have even said this on this couch a year or so ago. Chris Paul took a huge risk when he left the Clippers, not even basketball-wise, but financially. He left a 4-year, $175 million or so offer on the table at 32 years of old. Now he's 33 with an injury history. Now that history is even greater than it was a year ago to play out the last year of his deal. Now, did Houston give him a wink or some indication that we're going to max you out? I'm sure they had to, but they certainly couldn't do anything that would be binding because obviously that would be illegal. So now the question is Houston going to, I don't know this for a fact that they did that, but in Chris's eyes, will they live up to their word? And I got to say, the smart business move is not to give him 4 or 5 years.
Oh,
there's
God,
no way.
He is an old 33.
Oh, my gosh. And you put the numbers up in the regular season, he misses games. He missed 24 games this year and obviously missed the 2 most important playoff games. So what I would do with Chris, if I'm Houston, obviously I want to keep him. I would like to offer him 2 years max. Okay? He's not going to like that.
Right.
So I would be willing to go to 3 years max. And if that's not enough, then I may let him walk.
I'm the
because
same way.
They're good without him. They're still a great team without him.
By the way, you give him that deal, Trevor Ariza is out then. You're going to have to start making choices.
You need those role players.
And by the way, he may go to Golden State.
Yeah.
So you lose Trevor, who's a nice B- C+ guy in the league. The worst thing is, oh, God, he's on our rival. He knows all our secret sauce. And, you know what I mean? So, yeah, I love your suggestion. Chris, we think for a couple years you're max. We're not paying that body at 37 max money.
No.
The Wizards today regret the John Wall deal.
Well, and John Wall's still young, though. I mean, that's still a different monster.
But he's had a couple knee surgeries.
Yeah, but it's a little different. But and here's the thing, Chris, as the president of the Players Association, does he feel pressure that I have to take the max? And another thing is, who else is giving him the max? Like, I think I proposed the Lakers, maybe they go after Paul George, Chris Paul, and LeBron James. If LeBron were to say, we've seen him get other guys paid. If he were to say, look, to get me, and I don't think he'd say it this demonstrably, but if the implication or there's a vibe of take care of my man Chris, give him 4 years max, then maybe he gets it. But by himself, name me another team in the league that's going to give him a 4-year max contract.
Well, not a team. It may be a desperate Memphis. You know, there's probably a Sacramento.
But they wouldn't even do it because they're not winning.
And they got De'Aaron Fox.
Exactly. And they're not winning with Chris Paul. So that's what I'm saying. The bad teams aren't going to do it. The contenders probably aren't even able to do it. So I don't know where he gets that money. That could help Houston in the long run, too.
Chris Broussard.